Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Candy Coated Secrets Talk Show. And tonight we have our favorite dating coach, Nick Love, in the building tonight. And he is going to be giving us some tips on dating expectations and agreements that we all should be making. Okay, so give us a heart and thumbs up once you get here and share the show for us. So go ahead, Coach.
What's going on, everyone? If anyone is not familiar, I am Coach Nick Love. I'm a dating and relationship coach. I help my clients create a strategic dating plan so they can be successful at dating and date well. And tonight I want to talk about disappointments in relationships.
Womp, womp, womp.
Yeah. Why do you feel like there's so many disappointments when it comes to relationships? Like,
oh my gosh, Coach, really will put me on the
I
spot?
was just asking, like, why do you think there's disappointment when it comes to relationships?
Hey, Katrina, I think there's a lot of disappointment when it comes to relationships because a lot of people not being who they truly say they are or really being themselves. And I think a lot of people are falling in love with representatives more than the actual person. And sometimes it's like some people are freaking good master in disguises. You know what I'm saying? So some of them are able to play the part a little longer than the first 30 days or a couple weeks.
You know what I say?
What you say, Coach? Crazy can't do what?
Crazy can't hide in the closet longer than 10 minutes. So if you're paying attention and you're present, the real person will show up, and if you're paying attention. But I think when it comes to relationship, there's disappointment when it comes to relationship because people have expectations that they never communicated or agreed on.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people have solid expectations.
Solid ones.
Solid
expectations.
expectations.
Like expectations that you're expecting people to know and think of.
Expectations that you have and you never communicated that. That's a solid expectation. So
we're not going to do is swing like I got... Hold on. We're not going to be swinging like I got bugs. We got a fruit net.
But yeah, if you have expectations and you don't communicate them to someone, but you expecting this from them, it's a solid expectation.
Yeah.
So you should communicate your expectations. And I think that's when people have disappointment when it comes to relationship.
And that's not fair. I don't think it's fair to have solid expectations because somebody, how are they going to know, what you're expecting, what you're wanting if you aren't saying anything?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like,
we're not
if you expect me to do something and you didn't tell me, like, how am I supposed to know?
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
And then the other person be disappointed because they're like, you should know this. Like, no.
Well, some shit you should just know.
You think so?
I do. Like, I think that, hey, Tremenda girl, I think that, like, lying, you should know that lying shouldn't even be. A lie is just go ahead, Coach. Just do your part.
Yeah. But so like again, so I think that's what the disappointment comes in when people have solid expectations and they don't have those conversations. But so how can you have a healthy relationship, right?
Right.
You have a healthy relationship with relationship agreements.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, Adrian, hey, y'all, give me some hearts, thumbs up. Do you guys have, how many of y'all watching tonight have silent expectations? Do you have solid expectations, Amos, Truman, Katrina? Do y'all have solid expectations?
Yeah, so
do you think everybody knows what solid expectations may be? Do you have a few examples?
I think we gave one. The one is like if you have expectations and you don't communicate them, that's a solid expectation, right? Okay.
What about if you expect them to take the trash out?
Why not communicate it?
Wait, so a man is not supposed to automatically know that he's supposed to take the trash out?
What if he grew up in the house with his mama and his mama took the trash out?
Oh my God.
So how he gonna know I'm supposed to take the trash out when I saw my mother doing it when I was growing up?
Oh my God. Did y'all know that? I didn't think that taking the trash out would be something that was considered a solid expectation.
Again, people have disappointment when they have solid expectations.
Okay, yeah. So Coach said if you want him to take the trash out, you have to voice that because he may be 40, but he may not know.
But you're saying it. So sometimes people don't know what's if it's a solid expectation, they don't know what's expected of them, right? But if you don't have the skills or tools, or you have not been trained to do something, how would you know it? Yeah. Again, if you're 2 years old, from 2 on up to 18, and you see your mother taking out the trash, she was a single mother.
Yeah.
Are you thinking like, oh, men are supposed to do this?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I believe that because my one of my friends, she that was like an issue with her before. Like she I gotta tell this dude to take trash out. But in his defense, it was he had never been in a relationship where he had to do those things.
Right. So. And is it crazy to ask someone or tell someone, hey, I would like it if you take the trash out for me. Or if you, or one thing that
I've never not had anybody that take the trash out.
Man, one thing that I love to do is also do the 5 love language assessment. Do that together, and what might pop up on someone who's expecting someone to take the trash out for them, their love language might be acts of service. And then you can explain, this is what acts of service is. Okay. And this is what I would need from you or I expect from you. Do you think you can do that? Okay. You think you can take the trash out for me?
Yes, baby.
You don't cook.
But
no.
Did you just
But no, I'm just saying. But so if a man
cook for the right one.
But if a man get in a relationship with you and he's expecting you to cook and clean,
he's not
what you say you don't.
He's not going to expect that.
But I'm saying to think of it as a gender role is setting yourself up. I feel.
Coach,
I'm just saying.
Because y'all see how he trying to make this about me. That's what we not going to do.
Right. But so how do you?
Adrian said that's why a woman shouldn't raise a child on her own.
But some women don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Right. So how do you have a healthy relationship, right? With relationship agreements.
Okay.
Right. And agreements in relationship establishes the ground rules. It establishes the parameters, the behaviors that keep the parties in the relationship safe.
Okay.
So you explaining to someone like, hey, this is what I need from you.
Okay, yeah.
Like, can we get it, like, and again, expectations agreements is important. Like, these are my expectations. Do you agree to meet these expectations? Do you think you can meet these expectations? But sometimes some people can't meet your expectations. And it's fair if they know what's expected of them so they can be like, you know what? I don't think I can do that. Yeah. So maybe we not meant for each other or maybe we can meet somewhere in the middle. Yeah.
I do think that is important because you know, when I was in a relationship and I expressed those things, like I'm very expressive. You don't gotta guess what's wrong. You're gonna automatically know what's going on. And I noticed that in some relationships, like people aren't used to people being able to sit down and talk to them that way, saying, "Hey," I always say, "Well, what is it that you need?" You know, they tell me what they need, and then I say, "Well, you know, and what is it that you need from me?" Well, let me let you know what it is. This is what I can do. X, Y, and Z. Boom, 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 boom. So I can't do this. I can't get your beck and call every 20 seconds. I can't do this. But what I can do is I can talk to you more. I can see you more. We can do X, Y, and Z. So since I know that you have a lot of these things that are on your plate, your goals, your expectations, what does our relationship now look like going forward? Because I'm not going to be able to do all these things you want me to do.
Yeah. I think it's very important that people know, that people involved in a relationship know what's expected of them. And the other people, you, like I say, had those conversations. Hey, this is what I expect from you. Do you agree? Now, what do you expect from me? And I can let you know if I agree, you know. And once both people in a relationship agree, then you can hold each other accountable. But I don't believe that it's fair to hold someone accountable for something that you didn't express to them. So if you have silent expectations and you're expecting someone to do something and you never communicate that, I don't think you can hold them accountable. Yeah. And without agreements, then people will make assumptions. And you know what they say?
Assume make an ass out of you and me. That's what they say. That's what they say.
Yeah, you have assumptions that the person may not agree with.
Well, you have assumptions that they might be faithful. You have exceptions that they might take out the trash.
Or cook or clean.
That's just right.
No, but that's a good example. Like, example
is little small things, you know.
Yeah, like you said, like if cheating. Like example is, hey, did we have an agreement to be monogamous? Yeah. Is that what you want? Because some people be like, we never even talked about it. Yeah. So yeah. Do we have an agreement to be exclusive? Like, do people have to? A lot of people don't have these conversations. Yeah. And then they end up disappointed.
Why don't you think a lot of people have these conversations?
Sometimes people are afraid to have the conversations because they're afraid of the answer. And sometimes people don't think that they will get what they ask for. Yeah. They don't think that they're worthy of it. So, yeah, that's why. Okay. Another thing is, like, what is cheating? Because cheating might be something different to you than it is to me.
So what is cheating, Coach?
It depends on the individual. Like, some people think cheating is if you're talking to someone on social media and y'all talking about meeting up. Some people might be like, well, I was just me on social media. I didn't actually meet up with this person. I was just talking, wasting time. But for some people, that's cheating.
That is freaking... Why is that even going on?
again,
it's
good to have
cheating
these conversations.
Cheating is anything you can't do in front of fucking me. How about that? That's what cheating is. You also know what cheating is if it's something that you wouldn't want me doing to you.
Yeah, and did you make an agreement, like, if you live together, like, who will pay what bills? Like,
you're going to pay all of them.
That's the expectations. They're going to pay all the bills.
I mean, you don't have to. I can pay for my own bills. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can split them or not. Either way.
But if you live together, that should be a conversation, right?
Well, if we live together, then he need to be paying the biggest bill.
And that's your expectation.
That is the rule. Oh.
Another one though, like, it's like if you're dating someone, and this comes up a lot, like in sessions with me, like if you're dating someone, how often do you want to see that person? Like, people don't have that conversation. Like, if we're dating, how often would you like to see me? How often would you want to see the person that you're dating?
I would want to see you often. Like, spending time, quality time is my love language. So I would like to see you often.
What's often to you? Because what's often to you might not be often to me.
I'm not about to see you. It's 7 days in a week. I'm not about to see you once. It's 31 or 30 days in a month. I'm not about to see you 4. If I'm seeing you like that, then I'm seeing somebody else too.
What? If you send them how many?
4 times a month. Hell no! You better believe I'm seeing somebody else. Look, you say yeah.
I mean, 4 times a month if they local? That's interesting.
Yeah. And then people like to call it space or something. I've heard that too. Like, I hear a lot of people that be like, I don't gotta see my person, or as long as we communicating, fuck that. I need to see you because then you gonna have me going to be with somebody else. I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah. I know a lot of times, like, working with my clients, what comes up, like, and this probably 90% of the time, right? So I'll do a relationship autopsy with my clients. And a lot of times, like 90% of the time, they be like, no, I never had that conversation. Expectations and agreements. We never talked about that.
Yeah.
And that's usually the reason. Y'all didn't have clear expectations, so you ended up let down.
You guys watching tonight, give us a heart and a thumbs up if you're here and share the show tonight. Let us know. Write in the comments whether you're watching it now or if you catch the show after replay. Let us know. Do you have any expectations and agreements in your relationship?
And do you typically have those conversations when entering into a new relationship? The expectations and agreement conversation. And even while dating, do you have those conversations?
Yeah.
And also, make sure you guys, I always forget, make sure you guys follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Coach Nick Love. You can also check out my website, CoachNickLove.com. And also make sure you join my group, Dating Made Simple with Coach Nick Love on Facebook.
Yeah, so have the uncomfortable conversations.
Conversations.
Get to know people before you let them get in between. Or before you decide to pounce on them like a hyena. You know what I'm saying? Get to know somebody first.
Absolutely.
Might be sleeping with an enemy, child.
Yeah. You know what I say? I think exclusivity and sex goes together.
Exclusivity and sex goes together, says Coach Nick Love.
But some other conversations you should have before entering into a relationship is like, what are your deal breakers?
What are your deal breakers? Should you
breakers?
inquire about previous relationships? Or why people are single?
Yeah, you can ask. Okay. Eventually, not like on the first date and stuff like that. But yeah, eventually you'll have that conversation, I'm sure, that eventually come up.
But is that relevant? Do you really think that's relevant?
Yeah, you want to know how they handled that situation. What happened? Like, are they taking accountability for how the relationship ended, or are they just putting all blame on the other person?
Okay.
Some people will play victim, and you got to be careful with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I want to know that you learned something from that. Like, what did you take out of it? Because you can't tell me that someone did this to you and you walked away still thinking it's all their fault.
Yeah.
Because again, if you're informed of your own decision, so you are a willing participant.
That's true. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So, but yeah, what are some, like, your deal breakers? I think that's important.
Yeah.
Like, what are some of your deal breakers? Candy, do you
have? I got a million and trillion. Deal breakers. What did you say, Coach? I had to readjust my deal breakers once upon a time, and then I had to readjust them back to the original deal breakers of what it was. But it's just inconsistency. I don't like inconsistency. I don't like lack of communication, not being able to express yourself and say how you feel. Running from conflict, running from Why are you laughing? Coach over here like, you know, but yeah, running from conflict. And my deal breaker is pretty much anything that I don't do. Is that sounds a little? Yeah, like I don't know. I can be. I'm more specific now with what I want when it comes to a person because I usually typically get it. You know what I'm saying? This last situation, I wasn't specific at all.
Okay,
so I,
you was like on automatic pilot.
Yeah. So I was able to notice the difference. But it's like I do. I want that person that knows how to communicate. I want that person that doesn't run in the middle of conflict. I don't want the person that plays internet games. You know, why are you laughing?
Internet games.
Like, you know how they do the block, the unblock, the make a post.
That's a deal breaker.
Yeah. Come on, I'm too. I can't. You know, I'm 35.
But what if they meeting all your other needs? They meeting all your other needs. They giving you the quality time. But if their outlet is playing a video game, that's gonna be a deal breaker.
I didn't say video game because one of you play video games is not gonna be with you.
Video games or internet games.
No. I know. When I say internet games, I'm talking about like what you were saying, like the inboxing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Roblox or whatever that game called.
No. Like stuff like stuff like that. Things that are misleading. You know what I'm saying? Doing anything that you wouldn't like. Ego driven. I don't want that. Like I want somebody that's already then experienced life. To a degree, I can learn something from them. They can learn something from me, and we can grow together. Right. And they not still playing games and running the street like they 25. Okay. No. So typically, yeah, my deal breaker list.
Okay.
Goes on. And again, nobody listen, because Coach ain't about to sit here and freaking Coach Nick love me like he always do. But no, honestly, I don't feel like anybody should ever allow anyone else to tell them what they want for themselves, you know, because only you got to deal with you. You know, there is no wrong or right answer, you know, when it comes to these topics because you're the one that got to deal with it, right?
I think sometimes when I'm working with clients,
sometimes y'all know Coach don't be like
sometimes clients do have inappropriate expectations,
well,
and we kind of work through them.
Delusional. He said, some of them are just delusional, but for the ones that's not delusional.
But yeah, sometimes people need to be told like that's inappropriate. Like, come on.
So what would be an inappropriate
deal breaker?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna tell you one. I'm just using you as an example.
He said, I ain't trying to touch my leg. I'm using you as an example. People
so I think that if you're a certain age and if you already have children, to say I don't want to date someone with children is inappropriate because you have children.
Okay, Coach.
And I think most people, like if you're over 30, then especially women that's looking for men, it's a possibility that you might meet someone that have children.
See how he just turned this into as
no,
the
I'm
word
just
of
saying.
candy turns. So on that note, I have dated people with children.
That used to be your deal breaker when we first started, like.
But remember, I told you I had to rearrange my deal breaker.
Did you go back to that? And so no children is a deal breaker.
Is that my deal breaker now?
Yeah.
The jury is still out. The jury is still out on that one. But hold on. But I tried it. Loved it.
With how many people? With just one person?
No, I tried it a few times.
But why is the jury still out?
Because okay, so how many times did I try? 1, 2. Well, what do you call date?
Getting to know someone is dating to me. So outside the home, not just Netflix and chilling.
Let me see, because he actually lived with me.
Oh.
Yeah.
This was recent?
Hell no!
Oh. I was saying after you was saying that was a deal breaker for you because this was
I was still answering if I would date people with children. So in my whole entire life, I've only dated 3 people with kids.
Okay.
You know, I only dated 3 people with children. But now, okay, I gave that a spin and a whirl and a twirl. And it's fun. But I just said the jury is still out because I don't play with kids. So I just going forward, I would rather know where we're going before I meet. your children.
I think that's fair.
You know what I mean? And not just go off of your word and your actions and doing everything else. Like, I have to know, because I feel like, you know, kids, especially with me being a woman, you know what I'm saying? And everybody I end up talking to end up having daughters too. I love little girls. But I'm not really fond of, like, I didn't bring my child around everybody, and I've learned that, you know, some men out here just take their child around everybody. So it's like, for me, that bothers me. It's like, I don't want to ever be another person that's just in your child's life for the moment. You know what I'm saying? And you bring them out. Like, no, that's not what we doing over here with me. But, yeah, I have to, it's still, the jury is still out on that, because when you involve children in something, to me, the situation is now bigger than just you. You know what I mean? Coach is like, hold on. He's like, why the fuck is the jury out? So that's why the jury is out.
If the jury is out, okay. Cool. That's just one deal breaker that I do think is inappropriate for some people.
Well,
like,
Coach,
yeah,
I'm just saying. That's just one. You understand? That's just one.
I got you.
So it's just like, if you got somebody, you got some kids. Well, no, not kids with an S, but if you have a kid and you know that you want to be serious all the way, then I'll date you. But if you still out here and you're doing what you want to, don't even bring your child around. Because kids get attached to people too. So, yeah. So, yeah, the jury is still out on that.
Unless they're serious. But so the jury's not out.
Really? It depends. Okay. Whatever season I'm in.
Okay.
Coach, stop trying to always.
No, I'm just using it as an example. Okay.
But why I always have to be the example? Lord.
So another conversation that people should have before entering into a relationship is
what?
Especially before moving in together, though. But
snoring is a deal breaker. I'm sorry. Now that's probably petty, but that just made me think about that when you said moving in together. Ooh, we can't be together if you fucking snore. Been there, done that. Hated it, almost killed them.
Whoa. But no, like, so, how will financial decisions be made?
Yeah.
You know, like, the number one reason for divorce is over finances, right? It's not cheating. It's when it comes to, like, your financial affairs. That's, like, usually the number one reason for divorce. So that's the conversation that needs to be had. Like, how will we make financial decisions, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two people that ain't good with money can't be together.
Or they just struggle together.
Well, one might keep struggling. It's 2023. Chicken is $18.
Well, if they making
and
it, they
gas
might
is
just
$45.
be blowing their money.
Ain't nobody trying to do all that.
Right. And another one, and this is a good one though, like, how will you resolve issues when you're stuck and neither one of you kind of like, if you both can't like figure it out, like if you saying like, oh, I'm gonna just use this, like I want this clock right here, and your partner is saying like, I don't want that clock in the living room right there. Like, how will y'all decide?
First of all, I'm gonna try to figure out why the fuck you care about the decor that much. Is it something you want to tell me? It's like, no, I don't know.
So I say like you can appoint a person. So like a person that you know that can be objective. I mean, it can be like a therapist. What happens
if you come in and be like, yeah, put it right there, and it's not where I said I wanted to be, but where he wanted to be, and then he all pumped up.
I mean, y'all appointed a person that you both trust, you both agreed on, that you know that can be objective, so they can come in and make non-life-threatening decisions for you.
That's a life-threatening decision.
You think it's a life-threatening
decision?
No,
that is funny though. I don't think most people really be caring about that, but that's true.
Yeah.
No, what about who's coming to the wedding? That might be
like if you invite your ex or something.
No, like if they invite somebody to the wedding and you don't want them to invite the people to the wedding, but they.
Well, why would you want them there on their side?
Because I don't deal with them. Yeah, everybody don't like them in-laws.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you marrying into their family, so you don't have to deal with the in-laws.
You don't have to deal with the in-laws. I have to deal with you.
Then don't get married.
I have to deal with you.
You have to deal with the in-laws. That's a lifetime relationship right there.
I guess, baby. Don't get me lying.
But like, so if the agreement is broken, then there should be consequences.
Okay, what kind of consequences?
So you discuss them, like, so you can be like, let's say if you be like, hey, I don't like you cursing at me. If you curse at me, the consequence is I'm going to leave.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll come back later and see how you feeling. And if you still cursing at me again, then I'm going to leave again. So it's just like a consequence. Like if you do something, if you break an agreement, or if you, of course, break a do a deal breaker, then I'm out. Because a deal breaker is a deal breaker, right?
Yes.
Right, and a lot of times people have these deal breakers and they put them in place, and then someone will do it, and then they be like, oh, let's talk about it. But you said it was a deal breaker, so how they going to take you serious next time?
And that's why I had to rechange my deal breakers the last time.
What?
Child, that man was a hoodlum. Coach, y'all see this? Coach, every episode, he turned his into about me. Every episode, he turned it into about me. Yeah, I'm his muse, his dating muse. I go out here and I fuck up for all of us. And then report back to Coach, and he tells you here on national television.
These are like, I wasn't talking about you for that one, actually. I'm just saying, like, you know.
Oh, not that one, huh? Just the first 15.
Yeah. But like, no, I was gonna go to that. But like, so when like you make consequences, right? Mm-hmm. Like again, but sometimes when you recognize a person cannot or does not keep their agreement,
yeah,
then that's a bigger issue, and now you have to make a decision.
Yeah.
If you're going to stay and be unhappy, or make another decision. And leave.
Oh, Victoria said, eyes to the in-laws. Eyes to the in-laws.
Oh, do you like your in-laws, Victoria? Are y'all good?
Now, here you go getting on everybody else. See how he just getting on y'all business? Yeah, let's get into y'all business so he can get the out of mine.
Oh, yeah. And by the end of the show, you're going to tell us something, right?
Well, I'm going to try to.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was going to show you guys why I might be peeling.
I'm peeling too, actually.
For real?
Yeah, I'll show you after this. So all agreements can be, but no. So all agreements can be renegotiated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All agreements can be renegotiated. She says some of them. What's in this cup? Ooh, if only the walls could tell.
But yeah, all agreements can be renegotiated. That's why, you know, I'm always about coming back to the table, having conversations, doing check-ins and stuff like that. Yeah. To make sure we're still on the same page, because we are growing people, right? We are growing, right? If you're not growing, then you're dead. So we constantly changing, and you should change.
Yeah.
So,
because we are family, like a giant tree, reaching up for the stars.
But yeah. All agreements can be renegotiated, and you should. I believe in, like, after you're together for a while, you should do like a check-in and probably once a month at least.
I used to do check-ins like monthly, sometimes, and quarterly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I think that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You approve?
I approve.
All right.
But yeah, it's really good to know your expectations, know yourself, so you can communicate that to other people, and they can know what's expected of them, so you can have healthy relationships and not end up with disappointment in relationships.
With Sir Shit a Lot. Mm-hmm. Or Bitchy Betty.
I know you said some of your expectations are like making sure they're consistent.
Yeah, making sure you're consistent. You can communicate.
You can communicate.
Yeah, you're not a runner.
You're an effective communicator. Yeah. You're not a runner.
You're trustworthy. You can be trusted. You're respectful. Mm-hmm. You know how to prioritize your life. You know what I'm saying?
Or me, at least, right?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
You gotta know some things. You just gotta know.
Yeah.
Just gotta know.
Right. Are they emotionally supportive?
Yeah.
Emotionally available.
Financially supportive.
That's one of your expectations?
Coach, I could be bad all by my damn self. You know what they say? I ain't saying I'm a gold digger, but I ain't messing with no. What you say? It helps. That's what you said a couple weeks ago.
I said that?
Yes, I was talking to Emerald.
Oh, I was done by that time. Yeah.
Okay.
But also like one thing is
yes, dependable, Victoria. She said dependable.
Yes, dependable. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if they're dependable, a man of their word.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, a man with discipline and is a man of his word and some structure.
That'll turn you on.
Ooh. Yeah, you done hit the jackpot when you find all that in the morning. Okay.
Ooh, we got like 30 seconds for you to tell them why you're peeling.
Oh, yeah. So let me get this out in 30 seconds to tell you guys why I'm peeling. So I went ahead and I had the micro shading blading done to my eyebrows. I haven't started peeling yet. This is the third day. I've just been like sprinkly shedding a little bit at a time, if you can see right here. So next week and throughout the rest of the week, next Wednesday will be my complete 10 days. So yeah, don't be surprised if you see me online looking like a lizard. I'm shedding. But I love them. You know, head over to Instagram to luscious.brows. She will get you right. I put it in my Instagram story. Make sure you're following Candy Coated Secrets Instagram. Also, head over to the website. Time is ticking for the 5-year anniversary and purchase your ticket while they're on sale for $88. Come the first of the year, they'll be $125, which is the original price. Yeah, okay? So I will see you guys there. Make sure you check in next week. 8 o'clock sharp. And if you have any other questions that you want to ask the coach, make sure you put them below. Hashtag #XCoachNickLove.
Hashtag #XCoachNick.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Go ahead,
And make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Coach Nick Love, and check out my website, coachnicklove.com. And again, make sure you join my group, Dating Made Simple with Coach Nick Love on Facebook. And we got an after show coming up. Head on over to Instagram, Candy Coated Secrets.
All right. See you guys.